Gulf tonight, 99 days into the crisis, fishermen are fighting back. Almost a quarter of the Gulf is still closed to fishing, even though there's no oil to be seen in much of that area. The fishermen insist that they're pulling safe fish from the water right now tonight, and they'll eat it to prove it. And here's Jeffrey Kaufman.
Just how safe are Gulf fish? One way to check is the oysters, because unlike fish and shrimp, they can't swim away from the oil. Mitch Jurisic and his brother Frank are third-generation oystermen. More than half of their oyster beds are closed, but government inspectors have reopened these. And what did they find?
Nothing. The water samples are good. That's why we're open. It's coming out of good, clean water.
And this is safe?
Safe. I'm still standing here.
I'm not glowing. Will I be standing in 12 hours?
You'll still be standing in 12 hours, I guarantee it.
Well, they taste good.
They're clean.
I'm going to be okay.
You're going to be fine.
Most of Louisiana's commercial fishing grounds remain closed, but recreational fishing is gradually being reopened. We met these guys as they returned from a day on the water.
That is one big fish.
And look what they caught, a 28-pound redfish.
You'll eat this?
Oh, yeah.
Eat it tonight. But what about all the oil?
There absolutely, we did not see a drop. There's not a drop out.
There is oil, but federal scientists who tested 714 seafood samples found only one failed, and that was in May, which is why some commercial fishing grounds east of the Mississippi could reopen later this week. That's not enough for the governor.
We'd like to open up not all of those waters, but the majority of those waters for our commercial fishermen.
Scientists warn there is a danger of moving too fast.
There's a lot of dispersed oil in the water, and that stuff could end up in the food web.
Oysterman Mitch is eager to see more beds reopened, but he too thinks the government should move cautiously.
We have to be sure that when we put these out there that they're safe for the consumer.
And there is no evidence that a single piece of tainted fish from the Gulf has made it to supermarket shelves in this country. The fishermen we talked to today said it should stay that way. The scientists should decide where and when the fisheries should reopen, because they know that even if one person gets sick from Gulf seafood, it will damage the reputation of the Gulf fisheries even more.
And Jeffrey, you said
Diane?
that oyster tasted good?
It tasted good, and I still feel fine.
All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Well, now to BP's financial health. We learned that they say they lost $17 billion in the second quarter ending last month, but that includes the $32 billion they owe for the spill in the next 5 years. Their profit is expected to be strong going forward. And today, ousted CEO Tony Hayward said that he was publicly demonized and vilified, and life isn't fair. While Robert Dudley, the first American to lead the company, told Good Morning America BP is in the Gulf for the long haul.
What's first on my agenda is to make sure we do seal that well, that the effort contains the spill, we clean up the beaches, we restore the Gulf, and we'll be doing that for a long time, and that is my #1 focus.
And something we were surprised to see,